suggestions. If people are buying medals online, they can volunteer by, combining all these companies and police to work with soldiers to getting rid of the bad that's in the world. You can combine companies to working for each other. They can look us up. There's all kinds of names and terms for these projects that we want to do. Sometimes we can help out people feeding the hungry. We can be helping these counselors. If there's not enough workers at jobs, we can help the construction workers. We can build roadways, mow lawns that are working for these companies. We can do all kinds of work like that. You don't even need to study how to put somebody in combat, because that's not how society learns. If they run, you can just shoot them. And if they're not they can't sue you, because it's obviously they only run because they're doing illegal material and illegal substances. So we can put them behind bars, or give them fines and therapists that they can see and help them with all their relationships. We can give them suggestions and cards and all kinds of things. We can help out things. But we don't know how to come up with solutions to make money. You got to start giving us money and credit cards and cards that we can get paid with from doing YouTubes and our pictures and all this rap chat that you want us to create businesses. We should be getting paid for our rap chats just as much as Spotify's getting paid for the artists. You got all these companies that are already good companies and YouTube videos that's already out here, but we're not making any money. All we're doing is making exposure and getting ourselves with popularity. We can't keep the names if we don't write them down, and we can't remember our nicknames and passwords, because sometimes you don't write them down. You have to fill out all this information, and we got to remember things, and we have all this information to giving out. But we just need help. We need guidance. We need voice of reasons. We need intelligent people in the offices. We need to stop being run and destroying each other. If they got all this information and wisdom to build more schools and build more buildings, then you need workers put in those schools and buildings. You need, undercover. You need all this information. There's thousands of new jobs that you need that you didn't even have because of Biden and all your Clinton. Since Clinton and 9/11, you've had all these problems during my term of being alive in life, to where none of it's been fixed. We give you all the wisdom and answers to have you fix systems, but if we're not filled with money, we can't run companies. We can't donate our money to build you a better system and pay for your taxes and pay for higher wages. We can't give you money to buy supplies and buy your burgers at your stores and fill up restaurants. And we can't buy everything online and packages and companies working if you're not giving us money to put out money. All we're doing is working for free and working and making a better society for free, but we're not getting money to pay our bills, money to shave with. Like for me, I can't shave if I don't have a shaver. So what does that take? Money from all these projects we're doing. Money. If you sell photos and all these videos and music online, people are making money at doing all this stuff. You got kids that are out there selling their pictures online, and models that are selling themselves online. Certainly have no problem having people being pedophilers and all these rinks that are selling kids nudes. Which, how did they even get these pictures online in the first place? How do you have all that stuff and people having jobs and doing photography jobs for weddings and banquets and all these parties at your politicians having parties that you throw videos online and you got thousands of views and thousands of subscribers? How do you get all that stuff when you don't even have thousands or billions of friends on your friends list? How do you have all this information, but are you lying again? Is it more illusions? Because if people are seeing illusions, you can use the gift of illusions to make them see illusions, make you see them as doing all this good behavior when they're really not. So what if they see me doing all this bad behavior when I'm not? What if they don't forget all the solutions we've been giving each other and people start remembering how to bypass all these problems in the planet? If we come up with better solutions and younger people in office, they won't be having emotional problems or catching dementia with health problems and all this underlying problems that adults and seniors are having. If you have younger people doing work, there's better chances of bettering society. Only creating thousands of decades of more work and understandable science already proves that all this is capable and regular basic knowledge for the whole entire planet to be involved in this type of work and behavior. We have all these answers. You have these young actors that are coming out of school that don't have education. We don't have money. We put ourselves out there with YouTube and Rap Chat, but we're not getting paid, so it's just destroying our image and destroying our population. And then all you're giving the money to is more criminals, and then they get arrested, and then how can we show up to their concerts and career choices or watch their movies if they're sitting in prison or sitting in jail? And why should we watch movies of pedophilers and all these rappers that are famous like P. Diddy or Vince McMahon running their companies, but they're out there committing felonies? And why should people be involved in plays and acts when they're sleeping with family members? Why do family members have trauma victims from when they were younger getting abused or felt up by family members? They need therapy. And people don't get those options because we don't have the money to pay. People are going through all these super problems, and your governments just sit back laughing at each other when you don't even come up with solutions to run our planet. You're trying to basically destroy all of our lives and destroy the planet, but just on all this stuff is illegal. You already have enough evidence. You already have enough evidence for centuries to keep our planet going. Whether they're smart enough in school, then you got to do one-on-one sessions to make yourself have better grades and better understanding. There's no reason why students should be doing it with teachers in these schools. There's no reason why we have shootouts in all these schools when it falls down to the rest of the parents and rest of the fans that are creating all these options. You're not creating better doorways. Stop arguing with people like me and just shut up and go with the trend and just let us have our money to pay our bills and make it in society. We can't afford regular pay and regular businesses. You got 5 people living in a house. How can we take care of bills and take care of each other when we only got 20 years to live? You're not passing this along to, you don't want it to pass along to the kids. You're not going to lie to the kids, but the kids already know that their family and parents are dying and suffering and diseases and coronavirus and World War III. They already know all this stuff, man. So there's no point in lying to society. We need help, assistance, and guidance. We need better things. It's not a point of no more just making suggestions. These are just basic material. It's not even about faith or religion. We need to survive here in this life. Worrying about all the deeds we do and the work ethics we do in this life, not the next life. You're not going to get all these fancy free lifestyles in the next life because Jesus and God is just going to stand there and tell people, well, you didn't fight for the bigger picture. You didn't fight when we needed better government. You didn't fight against the corrupt and citizens from being raped or their kids being human trafficking and all these operations. You didn't separate the laws to have people certified only taking photos of children or doing commercials. We already know this information. If you listen to people like me who are smart enough to make the rules and obligations, or more like obligations, not rules, it designs things to be making people comfortable around each other's business. Why do you think dozens of parents are comfortable around me with their kids if they're watching or at events? If a kid walks up and says hello and, oh, where's the candy or where's the food? Where do I go if I'm lost? It's because I put off that trust up front. I'm not going to sit there and just grab them and kidnap them and sell them on the black market. And you don't even make money to pay rent. You don't make something permanent if you're selling kids. You can't walk up to a bank and ask for a grant and say, hi, I sell kids for a living. Can you give me $500,000? they're going to look at you and call the police and send you to jail. But you allow all this stuff on the internet, and you're ruining our YouTube careers. You're making people like me sit around here and talk about this stuff when you should be already solving it as judges and lawyers and doing your backup advice to not putting this stuff on the street. How does children get children pornography on the damn internet? They have to be naked and taking pictures. Are they doing it themselves? Because it's illegal for them to be posting stuff of their own childhood pictures on the internet. It's all a system of copy and paste and putting it on the internet. So how are kids getting their pictures taken? By adults. How are they getting all this information? Is it the dark web, or are you just all being accessories? Because your government got in trouble for Epstein Island, how they all got arrested. The parents got yelled at for even letting their kids spend the night with adults. None of that is legal, man. What's wrong with these citizens? What's wrong with you people? I can't trust you citizens around my 13-year-old and 12-year-old, my boy and my girl. I can't trust you 100 billions of people. You might try to destroy them just like you destroy each other out there in the world. Since I can't trust you, I can only follow my rules. And they're basic, simple rules that have been here since the 90s and the millennium. But apparently not, because you're just now coming out with rules and solutions for all this stuff. You're just now fixing the system that I've been moving all my whole life to stand up against all this stuff. You're just now starting to make a difference. Well, you wasted 39 years of my life, ruining my lives and other people's lives just for entertainment, which never was even videotaped or entertainment. So what about them apples, huh? How happy are you people now out there in the public? Do you feel better that people are dying right and left? But no, you have the attitude of you don't care. Well, guess what? Now that you don't care, why should we serve your country? Why should we give you all this great talent and great, wonderful skits when you just subscribe to somebody else? Do they know the same bull crap and go through the same crap like this, stories on my channel and drama and all this documentation of a journal? So I'm not out there committing crimes because it's a video journal. You can't get pictures if you're writing it down on a notebook. Can't get your questions or answers. You can't, I can't take my medicine on film, so at least I'm following the rules. What about that in your solutions? Did you put that? Because I hate talking about all these personal problems. Does nothing but ruin my channel and ruin citizens' lives. So if you keep banning my videos or taking them down and deleting them, then you need to cure the behavior according to the streets and stop making me complain about this stuff. Because I have kids myself, and I worry about where they're going to be in the next 5-10 years. They're not even going to be alive the next year because of your society. I can't trust in your government. I can't trust in your disability with all this facts and information that you've been destroying my life with. It takes less than a year to apply for disability. It takes one 5-minute, 10-minute phone call. And for you people to do a 10-minute paperwork. 10 minutes. That's one day and 1 week of all the notice of extra time to giving you. 1 week. But instead you make all citizens wait years and months, making us all apply for jobs. You're not looking online for the thousands of people that already put applications in your businesses. You're not making us have enough money to afford your dealerships, but you come out with cars every week and every month. But we can't have the money to spend $50,000 to buy a vehicle when half of us out here don't even have licenses. We can barely afford bicycles and skateboards. So how do you expect us to take care of society? Now, this is only, who knows how much of a percentage this is that's going out there. You want us to create better skits and better family-related topics and all this great wisdom and great, beautiful videos, but you got to cure society then, so we don't have to sit around and talk about this stuff. I keep warning you people, I don't want to keep talking about these events, but I can't trust society is going to ever get it done in the past few days or years. It only takes like a year to get rid of all this bad stuff in society. It doesn't take decades worth of fixing. See how easy that is? Maybe the connection is not on my shoulders. Maybe it's on somebody else's shoulders. Do they know that you're just going to put the weight on to somebody else?